Welcome everyone to another Escape Route stream. We're just going to jump right in, if that is okay with you, and if it's not okay with you, get stuffed. In 3 hours' time, down here, there is a Nintendo event. If we're still streaming in 3 hours' time, we'll react to this, but it is just Super Nintendo World related stuff. So it's not in the thumbnail currently, because I haven't decided whether or not we're actually going to stream for 3 hours. But if we do, we're going to stream that. It's Armistice today. I'm wearing my poppy. And because it's Armistice, I figured this is the perfect opportunity to play a game about child soldiers. So this is 63 days. I just want to double check some things before I jump in, so I'm not getting anything wrong about this game. I just want to make sure I'm getting the release date correct, etc., etc. Redeemed, 63 days. Release date, 26th of September. Right, so it did come out. I'm just making sure about that before we start. It was developed and published by Destructive Creations. Full disclosure, I received a key for this game. I requested a key for 63 days. Double full disclosure, as in extra full disclosure, I supported Hatred, Destructive Creations' first game, when it was crowdfunded 10 years ago. And I have the t-shirt. It doesn't fit me anymore because it was a medium. But it's the t-shirt with the Hatred logo on the front, and on the back, across the shoulders, it says, "No life is worth saving." Very edgy. Very, very edgy. So that's your full disclosure. I've supported them financially before. And I have received the key. Just making sure all that is covered before we begin. Welcome, Jacob, Draven, Matzo. It's time to play 63 days. Hopefully it doesn't take 63 days. But we'll soon find out. Although heavily inspired by historical events and real people within them, the events and characters as they are portrayed in this game are fictional. The menu icons are all grayed out, which is kind of fun. Oh, there we go. They're not all grayed out now. Let's have a look at our options. There's a Discord symbol. Destructive Creations website. What's available in settings? Audio. Mute application. Voiceover type. We can have voiceovers in Polish. We can have voiceovers in Polish. That's actually quite tempting. Speaking of Polish, isn't this... Wow, what a lovely coincidence. That totally wasn't planned. I have a Polish energy drink right here. This is Black Energy Mango flavor. Black Energy being a Polish energy drink brand. I hope not. But being mango flavored, it easily could be. Bland. Bloom on. Chromatic aberration on. Depth of field on. Sure, why not? Game interface. Game volume is a little bit louder. Okay. So, for the record, this is my first time having the Elgato plugged in absolutely forever. So, I'm not surprised there was an issue. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. I want to have a look at the achievements for this. Complete prologue, finish prologue, chapter 1, free the prisoners. Hard. Or challenge. Right, okay. So there are difficulty-related achievements. If there are difficulty-related achievements, then I may as well just have a good time and play on normal. More info about the Pocket Pair lawsuit. Ah, yes. The lawsuit where Nintendo is throwing their hypothetical toys out of the pram. Let me tell you who else throws their toys out of the pram in a courtroom setting. Billy Mitchell. Do you really want to be as bad as Billy Mitchell, Nintendo? Controls. Oh yeah, we're going to be playing this on a controller, and I think this game is really designed for a keyboard and mouse. So this is going to be a fun experiment. Voiceovers, Polish or English? I'm thinking Polish. So let's open this black mango energy. Yeah, very strong mango taste. The reason why I haven't kept this for a energy critic video is because I don't think it's going to be interesting. I'm not the biggest mango fan, and it's a full sugar. So it would end up getting like a 4 or a 5, and I feel like that would just be because I'm being cruel about it being mango flavored. It's not that I don't like mango stuff, I like Solero, and Solero is very mango-y, but it's also very passion fruit. Yeah, what do you want me to say? It's mango. Chapter 1, The Diversion. May 1944. Oh, I should read this like an old war documentary. May 1994. Youngster and Lynx are making a name for themselves in the Polish resistance movement. Their sabotage unit is tasked with blowing up airplanes on a nearby airfield, recently taken over by German forces. Alright. I'm excited to play this. I haven't played a Destructive Creations game since Hatred. And I know I missed out on, what is it, IS Defense? But I'm kind of scared to stream that one. Just for how politically charged it is. I mean, this is politically charged as well, obviously.
W końcu na miejscu. Czy to musi być tak w cholerę daleko?
No musi, jeżeli nie chcemy, by nas dorwali.
Okay, camera movement.
Wiem, Mondralo.
Right stick to rotate camera.
Nie było stać naszej rodziny,
Hold LB to select a character.
Niemcy i tak by go skonfiskowali.
And then...
Dobra, nieważne, chodź. Spóźnieni jesteśmy.
Right.
Reszta już powinna...
That's how I select units. It's kind of like a real-time strategy with, yeah, action RPG, real-time strategy, tactical, lots of stealth involved in this.
Jakie były te ich pseudonimy?
Za cholerę nie...
That's what I mean when I say this is very much a game that is more tailored towards a mouse and keyboard than a controller. But that's kind of why I was curious about the Xbox version specifically, because I was curious about the controller support. What a game like this plays like with a controller. Youngster can climb over walls. So holding LB and pressing right there, I deselected the other guy. Right. Meet the company. Then Lynx can crawl under the wall.
Cześć wszystkim, dobrze widzieć, że wszyscy dotarliście. Jestem młody. Rysiek powinien być tu lada moment.
Cześć.
Characters can change stance. Oh, to go prone. Oh, there's a lot involved in this.
Szeregu zbiórka! Co to kurwa za piknik? Przyszliście się tu czegoś nauczyć, a nie na pogaduchy. Starszy szeregowy młody? Odpal nam światło.
Okay, it's youngster's job.
Oddział, spocznij.
Kapralu, co to za miejsce?
To stara posiadłość, która należała do rodu naszej matki. Dawno temu. Spaliła się w latach 20. i nie mieliśmy środków, by ją odbudować. Przenieśliśmy się do Warszawy.
Czyli jesteście
It's a very pretty game, but that's one thing I don't think Destructive Creations has ever struggled with as a developer. Keeping their games interesting is definitely something they struggle with. Definitely with the original Hatred. But in terms of making their games beautiful, I don't think
No dobra.
Destructive
No,
Creations has ever struggled with making a game look good.
Starszy młody! Co z tym światłem?
No działaj, kurwa.
Tak to jest, jak twój młodszy brat jest geniuszem.
Tak to jest, gdy młodszy brat Geniusz musiał pracować w szwabskiej fabryce od 14 roku życia.
Oddział! Do piaskownicy! Marsz!
To the sand pit.
Jezu, ale będzie z wami roboty.
Aha. Regroup at the sand pit. Where's Lynx not here? Come on, Lynx.
Zebraliśmy się tutaj, by nauczyć was, gówniarze, jak się zabija. Wszyscy złożyliście przysięgę, więc wiecie, że to nie żarty. Jesteśmy zbrojnym ramieniem AK. To my zabijamy zdrajców, szmalcowników i okupantów. Najpierw pokażę wam, jak się zabija po cichu. O ile nie jesteście leszczami, jak mój chudy brat.
Oh, come on.
Spierdalaj.
Panowie, wystąp. Drogie panie na razie patrzą. Plecami do mnie.
Melee kill. Select Lynx. Choose the Strangle skill by pressing RT. Oh, I see. Yeah. Then confirm the recruit as the target with A. I gotta strangle someone. Hold LT.
Zakradasz się do gościa
Recruit the target.
i bardzo szybko łapiesz. Gnoja za mordę, całą dłonią, żeby było cicho. O Jezu, mój kręgosłup. Żołnierz, nie marudź! Swoją silniejszą ręką miażdżysz gardło skurwiela z całej siły. Im dłużej się szarpie, tym szybciej zjedzie. Orientuj się! Jak widać, atakowanie od przodu to słaby pomysł. Szczególnie jeżeli ma być po cichu. Dobra, obracaj się. Ha! Myślałeś, że tego unikniesz, co? Dobra.
See.
Wydwaj
Did you
wstać
catch the
i
Indiana
leć
Jones and the
dalej.
Great Circle deep dive today? No, I missed it. But it might be better for me to avoid it
Czas pozbyć się ciała.
so I don't spoil it for myself. Moving corpses.
Bierzesz go. O, tak. Jak worek ziemniaków, przerzucasz przez ramię i znikasz. Nie musisz być delikatny, gdy go upuszczasz. Bo już zdechł, tak?
Szefie, pan mi da poleżeć chwilę. Błagam.
Wydwaj, plecami do mnie.
O nie, ja nie chcę znowu.
Dobrze jest wiedzieć, jak po cichu zabić i szybko od razu zabrać trupa. Pokażę wam.
The hero will pick up the dead body right after you kill if you press Y. Alternate use. Right, okay.
Widzicie?
Oh shit.
Łatwizna.
I see.
O,
Jeszcze raz. Trzeba zacząć go podnosić, zanim głośno wyrżnie o glebę. Proste?
South of Midnight. I think I remember reading something about the dev saying something. I think the dev of South of Midnight said something very incendiary. White male gamers were a mistake. Ah, yes. I won't be playing South of Midnight.
Szefie, bywało zdecydowanie lepiej.
Dobrze. to wstawać i robić, co było pokazane!
Drogie panie, chodźcie ze mną. Pokażę wam bardziej finezyjne metody zabijania ludzi. Zapraszam pod tamto drzewo.
Regroup youngster with the ladies. Why did she say that? And
Więc jeżeli...
you know full well why she said that. Because it's perfectly acceptable to say that nowadays. So long as it's against white people who are male.
Jeżeli nie jesteście bezmózgim osiłkiem jak mój brat,
Słyszałem!
musicie być zwinni. Nóż to prawdopodobnie najłatwiejsza do zdobycia broń. Jest to dobra broń, jeżeli się wie, co się robi. Ja nie lubię sobie brudzić.
I don't think it was the voice actor. I think it was the head of the project. Let me have a look. Katie Robinson, Compulsion Games Community Manager. Okay. So it was the community manager. Compulsion Games Community Manager Katie Robinson claims I hate gamers after previously claiming white male gamers were a mistake. Oh. She calls Asians white adjacent. Oh my god. Yeah.
Rąk, więc używam noża z głową na odległość. Patrzcie.
Throw knife at target. How do I do that? Oh. Retrieve? Retrieve. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's the target. I'm trying to throw it at that guy.
Farciarz! Drugi raz ci się nie uda.
Mocna strona rzucania nożem to fakt, że można go rzucić szybko z zaskoczenia. Wadą jest to, że
So the Nintendo Direct, when is it?
Więc nie jest to takie
10
ciche, jak
p.m.
się
UK
mógłby
time.
wydawać.
Probably won't be streaming
Teraz
when it
spokojnie.
happens,
Jeżeli
but
spróbujecie ze 100 razy, zaczniecie to łapać.
just on the off chance we are, then I plan to cover it.
Hej, braciszku! Może skoro świeżaki uczą się teraz podstaw, my sobie trochę postrzelamy.
No proste! Nie musisz mnie namawiać!
Dobra, weź swoją parabelkę.
Pewnie jak zwykle zapomniałeś, gdzie jest twoja!
Nie, nie tym razem.
Okay, okay. Well, they didn't think of that, did they? Oh, there's a gun over there. The interface is kind of...
Kurde, zaczyna rdzewieć.
kind of strange with a controller. I understand you're going to meet an extra unique set of issues. When you try to play this kind of game with a controller as opposed to a mouse and keyboard. Goblet of Fire had sections like this. Are you talking like the maze? Because I remember there being like a maze that Harry had to navigate in there.
Jest gdzie był.
I love how stupid those books are. It's like, in the book, it's like... Dumbledore walked up to Harry calmly and said, "Harry, did you put your name in the Triwizard Cup?"
Teraz pokażemy, jak to się robi.
The movie, "Harry, what the fuck did you do, you stupid twat?" Slate is completely different. Oh shit. Bang. Bang. Bang.
Pięknie!
Is there more targets? Oh, right, I see.
O, ładnie. Celności, rządzimy!
Okay.
A teraz na 3.
Yeah, in the book it specifically says calmly. In planning mode, you can select one action per hero and activate them at the same time. Press up. Then select both heroes' firearm skill and use it on the bottles. And then press up to execute the plan. Then hold up. Oh my god. Hold up. Huh? Press up. Aim. Hold up to execute the plan. That's what I'm doing. Huh? Tapper. That is definitely an up icon, isn't it? Right, okay.
Jeszcze raz.
For some reason, I was set to shoot with Youngster, but I wasn't set to shoot with Lynx. And that's where I went wrong. Now, because I've got the gun selected with both, it's fine. Shit.
Teraz.
It's a bit weird playing this with a controller, and I knew it would be. So what's this direct about? Super Donkey Kong country at Super Nintendo World. So presumably Japan, Super Mario World Park, Donkey Kong themed area. And we knew this was going to be a thing anyway for a while. Because, Shigsy. Combat mode. Oh my god! I like it now!
Wszystkie poszły. Niemcy powinni szczać
I like it now!
Kapralu, a kiedy my będziemy mogli z czegoś postrzelać?
Jeszcze za wcześnie dla was. Marnowanie amunicji. Widzę, że znudziły się wam już ćwiczenia. No to teraz zagramy w grę. Oddział! Zbiórka pod pałacem!
Non-official, official looks. I hate those. Hide and escape. Regroup at the mansion. Don't open that door! Famicom controller plushie from the Nintendo Museum. $500 on eBay. Is it really that easy to make money? Like, seriously, is it really that easy to make money? Just buy the Nintendo Museum stuff and sell it to the West at a premium. Is it really that easy? I'm gonna become a rich man overnight, son. I'll just travel over to Japan and just ship stuff back in a large shipping container. It's ridiculous. The things people will spend money on.
Dobra ludzie, nasza gra to taka odwrotna gra w chowanego. Jeden z nas chowa się w ruinie i daje sygnał. Reszta rozbiega się po pomieszczeniach i udaje strażników, ale nie szuka go. Jego zadaniem jest wyjść na zewnątrz niezauważonym, ale może oszukiwać strażników, robiąc hałas, by ich odciągnąć.
Musi tylko pozostać niezauważony.
Yeah?
Dokładnie. Jest nas 7.
How much do it even cost to go to Japan? Best person to ask would be Nick Robinson. Growing tired and looking for answers, I had no choice but to travel to Japan for no reason during COVID when everything's locked down.
Wy jesteście strażnikami. Jak wygramy, zmieniamy
Speaking of COVID,
Tak. Aha.
we will soon enjoy, what is it?
Czekajcie na sygnał.
Bird flu? Avian flu? We'll be able to eat eggs but not chickens? Is this gonna be a thing? Fairly soon? Hide links in the basement. Atari links, hide in the basement. The Wii plushie says 7 sold. Ugh. People have nothing better to do. I just gotta hope they're all millionaires that, you know, have already been warped by their affluence. I need to check out the other game, because 63 Days, there's sort of like a previous entry in a way. There's a game called War Mongrels, also made by Destructive Creations, that strikes me as awfully similar to this. Enemy's field of view. Oh, that's cool. It shows you a line of sight from that character if the point is in there. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. 2 weeks in February. Sounds like a plan. Use provoke. Lynx can provoke enemies. When they hear him, they will search out the source of the noise. Whoops. Right, I didn't know how that mechanic worked. You see. Now I've got an idea how it works.
Widziałam cię!
Kurwa. Jeszcze raz!
No, don't get in there, you... No, what are you doing? Uh-huh.
Tu jesteś!
Oh, come on! Why'd you go back to your position?
Jeszcze raz!
I can't comment on whether some random person I've not heard of before is an asshole. But I will say anybody who blindly supports Nintendo, that shit gets on my wick at the moment.
Jeszcze raz!
There's one in my Discord. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. There's one in my Discord.
Ha! Mam cię! Kurwa.
Oh my god! But it's okay, only Nintendo has permission to emulate Nintendo games. Why are you walking? Oh my god.
A, widzę cię!
Przecież jasne. Jeszcze raz!
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? Let me make an example. All right, let me get an example. Okay. The World According to Nintendo. This is a physical game I own. Project Gotham 4 on Xbox 360. Copyright law says I'm allowed to make a copy of this for my own personal use to play on my own personal hardware. Here's a PlayStation 2 game, The Da Vinci Code. Copyright law says I'm allowed to make a copy of this for my own personal use on my own personal hardware. You know where this is going. Here's a Nintendo Wii game. According to Nintendo, I'm not allowed to make a personal copy of this for my own personal use on my own personal hardware. But as far as the copyright is concerned, I am allowed to make a personal use copy on my own personal hardware. But Nintendo says I'm not. Nintendo says that they are special. Nintendo says that this is protected, while these are not. I'm sorry, but I'm allowed to make a copy of all three. Now, as you rightfully say, would I want to make a copy of the Da Vinci Code? Apparently, that game's pretty good from what I hear. But, yeah, the point is that because Nintendo believes they're above the law, they state that I'm not allowed to make my own copy. Why would you? What? Oh, the go-kart company that sued them. Yeah, they now have not associated with Nintendo in Japanese copyrighted. Yeah, I've heard about them. To be fair, if you are using Nintendo's characters and the concept of Mario Kart to provide a service, and people know that service as the Mario Kart service, then yeah, you're going to be in a difficult situation in court to argue that. Ride the wind, running from nowhere. No, don't walk into the lady's line of sight! You're fucking stupid! I'm stupid!
Jeszcze raz!
It's a shame, because I really like Hatred.
Widziałam cię!
What?
Jeszcze raz! Widziałem cię!
I had the wrong person selected.
Jeszcze raz!
Why can't I break her fucking neck?
Widzę cię.
Why can't I break her neck? Let me break her neck. Here's the thing, in any other situation in the game, chances are I'll be allowed to break their neck. And they made the oath, remember? It's collateral. It's all for the greater good. No, 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 no. Are you fucking dumb? Right. Really need to have Provoke Fell in here. At this point. Oh no, I had him hiding somewhere else. Oh. Hey, Johnny. Why is Youngster back there? Huh? That's alright. No, 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 not that round that way, you fucking troglodyte!
Tu jesteś.
Kurwa. Jeszcze raz!
Can I just start the game from, like, chapter 1? Do I have to play the prologue? Like, if I go to main menu and then I go to start game and I can't pick from chapter 1? then it's thank you very much for coming to this stream of 63 days I do not recommend buy. That's old news, though. What you're talking about there, Jacob, happened like 6 years ago. God, I was still working at Pound World when that was news.
Widzę cię!
Kurwa. Jeszcze raz!
Please release me, let me go. Is this a strategy game? Yes. In many ways, yes. Cause I don't love you anymore. Right, Lynx, stay still. Youngster.
Tu jesteś!
Both of them. I'm fine. I am absolutely fine.
W końcu. Wiem, Mondralo. Za każdym razem mnie
What would be
wkurzasz,
really nice?
Nie było stać naszej rodziny, by odbudować tą posiadłość, a ty gadasz o samochodzie. Niemcy i tak by go skonfiskowali.
Dobra, nieważne, chodź. Spóźnieni jesteśmy. Reszta już powinna czekać.
Jakie były te
Would
ich
be
pseudonimy?
like
Za cholerę nie pamiętam.
a skip the prologue option. Would be great. That would be great.
Nie znam żadnego z tych świeżaków.
Dobra, Dobra, wspinam się jak zawsze.
A ja jak zawsze boję się wysokości, więc znajdę sobie inną drogę. Do zobaczenia, bracie.
Tutorials aren't meant to be hard.
Baczność! W szeregu zbiórka! Co to kurwa za piknik? Przyszliście się tu czegoś nauczyć!
Tutorials are meant to explain game mechanics to you in a way that makes perfectly good sense, and then you know how to do it, and you complete the thing.
Odpal nam światło!
Ta, jest!
Oddział, spocznij!
Kapralu, co to za miejsce?
To stara posiadłość, która należała do rodu naszej matki. Dawno temu. Spaliła się w latach 20. i nie mieliśmy środków, by ją odbudować. Przenieśliśmy się do Warszawy.
Czyli jesteście braćmi.
Myślałem, że to od razu widać.
Może tak, ale ciemno tu.
Nic się nie martw, będzie dobrze.
If Nintendo wins the lawsuit, they need to hand over their whole US and EU operation. US-EU assets to another company. That would be a good way of handling this IMO.
Kurwa. No działaj, kurwa.
Nintendo, as far as I understand, has yet to lose a patent case in Japan. So therefore, the precedent set is that Nintendo will win.
Tak to jest, jak twój młodszy brat jest geniuszem.
Tak to jest, gdy młodszy brat geniusz musiał pracować w szwabskiej fabryce od 14 roku życia.
Oddział! Do piaskownicy! Marsz!
There was a previous case with a mobile game. I can't remember exactly which mobile game it was, but Nintendo basically got that entire game shut down by forcing them to pay patent fees that they could not afford, because the mobile game was growing too fast and they felt challenged.
Najpierw pokażę wam, jak się zabija po cichu. O ile nie jesteście leszczami, jak mój chudy brat.
They have a history of this.
Spierdalaj.
Panowie,
What they have right now is a patent thicket, and they are trying to leverage that patent thicket against other people.
Zakradasz się do gościa i bardzo szybko łapiesz. Gnoja za mordę, całą dłonią, żeby było cicho.
O Jezu, mój kręgosłup.
Żołnierz, nie marudź! Swoją silniejszą ręką miażdżysz gardło skurwiela z całej siły. Im dłużej się szarpie, tym szybciej zjedzie. Orientuj się! Jak widać, atakowanie od przodu to słaby pomysł. Szczególnie jeżeli ma być...
Using touch controls in a particular way, yeah. Here's the thing, right? Nintendo owns the patent for... Let me give you an example, right? I'm gonna have to draw you up a quick example. So, I'm gonna open up a Photoshop document. You can't see this, but... You will see it once I add it to the scene. But basically, what I'm drawing is a stick figure. This resembles a character in a scene, alright? I think the dialogue box is showing on the wrong. Yeah. Got to try and click this while not being able to see it very well. Right, okay. So, of course that opens on the wrong window. let's say we've got... This is a drawing of a character, right, in a game. So he's standing on the floor, and let's say the character walks behind a tree. All right? The character has walked behind a tree. Ah, I knew this would happen. Gonna try and navigate without being able to see very well. Okay. Oh my god. Trying to see in there. Right. So this is a character, and now they're standing behind a tree. Right? Being able to see the character through the tree, Nintendo owns that pattern. That's just one example. Being able to see your character through the tree, visible through the tree, whether by cutting a hole in the tree or rendering the character's model through the tree, Nintendo owns the pattern on that. If you think about how many video games use that, how many video games use that? You can see your character model behind an obscured object. Katamari Damacy does it, right? Nintendo owns the patent on that. So Nintendo could shut down any game that they don't like, because they own the patent on that. They patented that for Super Mario Sunshine in 2002? It is absurd the amount of patents Nintendo owns. They own what is referred to as a patent thicket. Thicket as in like a bush, as in like brambles. The idea is that you create a swamp, a proverbial swamp of patents. And then, when people try to navigate through that swamp, you drown them. You drown them as hard as you possibly can to kick them out of the industry. That is what Nintendo is doing with Power World. A patent thicket. Anyway, back to this game I'm really suffering with for some reason. Wrong controller. This is the PlayStation controller. Back to this game that I'm struggling with for some reason.
Myślałeś, że tego unikniesz, co? Dobra. Wy dwaj wstawać.
Let's see if I can make it through the prologue. We'll have, I don't know, 10 tries at the mansion. And then I really will uninstall it.
Gdy nasz kolega leży uduszony, czas pozbyć się ciała. Bierzesz go. O, tak. Jak worek ziemniaków, przerzucasz przez ramię i znikasz. Nie musisz być delikatny, gdy go opuszczasz. Bo już zdechł.
Our World has a case if, and I hate to sound like such a cynic here, if the judge is not in Nintendo's pocket. If you were just looking at things on paper, right? Small upstart company or Japanese company that's been around for over 100 years. Which company is the Japanese court gonna side with? The Japanese company that's been around for over 100 years.
Żyć chwilę.
I played 63 days and it felt like it would take 63 days just to beat the tutorial.
Ja nie chcę znowu.
Dobrze
Oh,
wiedzieć,
man.
Jak po cichu zabić i szybko od razu zabrać trupa. Pokażę wam. Widzicie? Łatwizna. Jeszcze raz. Trzeba zacząć go podnosić, zanim głośno wyrżnie o glebę. Proste?
It's solely a competition thing. Nintendo couldn't care less if Palworld actually breaks one of their patents or not. Nintendo do not care. This is what Nintendo wants. Nintendo sees a game out there that looks a hell of a lot like Pokemon, makes millions of dollars out of fucking nowhere. When people talk about Palworld, they call it Pokemon with guns. Nintendo is fucking furious, and they want to shut that down because it is embarrassing to them. It is embarrassing that somebody, in a small period of time, made a game that is held together better and runs at a better frame rate than something the Pokemon devs could make. On less money, less time, and skyrocketed with success. Nintendo are looking at that, looking at how Pokemon-like it is, and they are embarrassed. And they are insulted. So shit, we need to get them on something. Oh, well, we've had our copyright lawyers go through every single PAL, and we can't find a single one that is an infringement on our copyright. Oh fuck, what do? We need to teach them a lesson. I got this box here that says, in case of emergency, break patents. Excellent. Smash. Here we go. We have, I don't know, catching things with a ball, riding a creature. One more for good measure. Health bars and statistics of RPG characters? Perfect. Let's hit them on 3 patents. And if we don't win, in the rare occasion that the judge is not on our fucking side because we're a company that's been around over 100 years, we will at least have wasted their time and money. That is what Nintendo wants to do. They want to hurt and preferably stop Palworld. That is what they want. Because if they had a case for copyright, they would have sued for copyright.
Bywało zdecydowanie lepiej.
Dobrze.
I'm not a copyright expert. I don't know for fact that's what the case is. However, it appears to me that it reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as great and blue as the bright blue sky or whatever the fucking lyrics are. I don't care. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Więc jeżeli nie jesteście bezmózgim osiłkiem jak mój brat,
Słyszałem.
musicie być zwinni. Nóż to prawdopodobnie najłatwiejsza...
If Nintendo had a case, they would have sued them for copyright.
Wie, co się robi. Ja nie lubię sobie brudzić rąk, więc używam noża z głową na odległość.
I think it is about time we got rid of patents in gaming. Like, full stop. Patents are the reason why you don't see very many Dynasty Warriors clones. Because patents. The reason why you don't see the Nemesis system is patents. I would not be surprised if half of the cool features in Driver San Francisco were patented. Yeah, game mechanics should never have been patented. Putting mini-games in loading screens should never have been patented. I object to video game patents with every fiber of my being. Because how can you have video game patents and yet Bubble Witch Saga can come along and be a direct clone of Puzzle Bobble, Angry Birds can be a direct clone of Crash the Castle. Zuma can be a direct clone of Puzzloop. Arkanoid can be a direct clone of Breakout. How then do we still have patents in gaming when I can think of 4 examples of games that are just clearly stealing something else and getting away with it? What point are the gaming patents if people can still do it?
Farciarz, drugi raz ci się nie uda.
Mocna strona rzucania nożem to fakt, że można go rzucić szybko z zaskoczenia. Wadą jest to, że trafiony gość raczej na
They
pewno
should have
krzyknie.
patented them,
Więc
boy.
nie jest to takie ciche, jakby się
Moit,
mogło
you should have
wydawać.
patented them, Moit. Trust me, Moit, you should have
Teraz
patented them,
jeżeli
innit?
spróbujecie ze 100 razy, zaczniecie to łapać.
Where's the Luger? Somewhere over...
Hej, braciszku! Może skoro świeżaki uczą się teraz podstaw, my sobie trochę postrzelamy.
No proste, nie musisz mnie namawiać.
Dobra, weź swoją parabelkę.
Pewnie jak zwykle zapomniałeś, gdzie jest twoja.
Nie
Destroyer! Right. Money must be funny in a rich man's world. Hey, Ant keeps gaming. If I had a little money... Oh, the things I would do.
Zaczyna rdzewieć.
The places I would go in this rich man's world. So if I patented walk underwater as metal object, can I win over Nintendo in court over Super Mario 64? Well, it's funny, because no, Mario 64 came out before the patent. But if Nintendo came along and said, we're patenting, I don't know, I'll think of an example. If Nintendo came along and said, okay, we're now patenting pinball mechanics in a video game, because Nintendo have been around over 100 years and they have talented lawyers who they retain who have a lot of, you know, skill and are paid a lot of money, I reckon Nintendo could probably file a patent for pinball mechanics and win. And then go over to some small indie pinball developer and go, sorry, shut down. They could. I really would not put it past them. But Nintendo is only going to do it to games that they feel challenged by. That's what they're going to do. Just the games they feel challenged by.
Teraz pokażemy, jak to się robi.
Right. Hi, Ann. I tried playing this game and already closed it once. Because I got angry at it.
Pięknie!
No, ładnie. Celności, rządzimy!
It's really hard to play with a controller, as it turns out. Is there any loophole to win over them in their own game? I would like to think so. I would like to think so.
Nie, za wolno. Jeszcze raz. Trzy. Jeszcze raz.
It's interesting you should mention Astrobot, because yeah, there is a lot of Mario Galaxy in Astrobot. Is there a Planetoid? Because I feel like Nintendo owns the rights to, like,
Teraz.
Planetoids
Dobra, teraz te hełmy.
in
Strzelanie w
platforming. I think Nintendo owns the patent for that.
biegu. Wszystkie poszły. Niemcy powinni szczać ze strachu.
Kapralu, a kiedy my będziemy mogli z czegoś postrzelać?
Jeszcze za wcześnie dla was. Marnowanie amunicji. Widzę, że znudziły się wam już ćwiczenia. No to teraz zagramy w grę. Oddział! Zbiórka pod pałacem!
Alright, no pressure. Oh, I can't just run straight. But I know where I have to go! You see my message about Halo Co-op? Yeah, when do you want to do Halo Co-op?
Czyń honory.
Dobra, ludzie.
Reach, yeah? And will we be able to crossplay? Will I be able to play... If we're doing Master Chief Collection, we will be able to crossplay. I'll be able to play on PC or Xbox, whatever takes my fancy. Probably Xbox to save some file space. If we're playing vanilla,
Musi
Ten-
tylko pozostać niezauważony.
yeah.
Dokładnie. Jest nas 7, więc najpierw my dwaj się chowamy, a wy jesteście strażnikami. Jak wygramy...
It's nice to have you here, by the way. You came in and because I was so in the middle of angry anti-Nintendo diatribe.
Czekajcie na sygnał.
I like the good work Nintendo do. I do not like the scummy business practices. And that's true about so many other businesses, so many other companies, you know? This game would be better if I could have the cone of vision on for every guard all the time, you know? So, are we playing Reach? Are we playing Halo 1? Like, what's the plan? Start with Reach? No, 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 no.
Jeszcze raz!
The number you have called is unavailable. The number you have called is unavailable. Disconnecting. Beep. Disconnecting.
Co jest?
Widzę cię!
Cholera. Jeszcze raz!
I'm done with Halo mods. I'll play it with you, vanilla. But I'm done with the mods. With all due respect, playing that Halo mod that you recommended was the most stressful and horrible mod I've ever tried to play on a live stream. Oh boy, that spot. This game. Okay. I've done my best. Destructive Creations, I like you very much as a developer and publisher. I always have. I have always enjoyed what you've put out that I have played, which pretty much is only hatred. I like what you do. I like that you're very unabashed in your games. I like that you don't have an off switch. I like that you'll put something out like Hatred or that ISIS shooting game. You'll put out stuff like that, and you'll just not care. That is incredibly, as the kids say, based. I love that about you. But here's the thing. I don't like this. I don't like this prologue. I don't like that it's confusing. I don't like that it's impossible to play with one of these. I don't like that there is no way to skip this prologue. I don't like that the guards have better vision than a sniper from 50 yards away with a scope. Like, I hate how brilliant this civilian is at being able to see a dude in the dark, in the misty fog. I hate that I can't just walk up to them and break their neck. Because I'm sure in an actual mission situation, that would be an option. Break their neck, hide the body. Break her neck in the corner, hide the body, provoke, oi mate! They come over, break their neck, hide the body. Oi mate, break their neck, hide the body. Easy, right? Not allowed to do it here. I'm being forced to play this prologue in a very specific way that I would not be forced to actually play a mission later. I hate it. Let me skip it. This is a very hard recommendation to make. I try my absolute best to be as positive and optimistic as possible when I cover a game on live stream. I try to be as optimistic and positive as possible. I try to find the positives. I have played some absolute trash on this stream, and I've tried to find the positives. Here are the positives for this. It looks nice. It's edgy. It's not scared to make a statement. That's it. If I can't beat your prologue, I can't tell you how good the story is. I can't tell you how well written the characters are. If I can't beat the prologue, I can't find that out. There should simply be a skip function for the prologue. There should be a skip function along the lines of, I've played strategy games before, I'll figure it out. Skip. I can't recommend this game to anybody right now because I can't beat the prologue. And if I can't beat the prologue, there's going to be a large portion of other players who won't be able to beat the prologue. I'm not that stupid. I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. And if I can't beat the prologue, a huge percentage of players are not going to beat that prologue. a simple pause and an extra option that says skip prologue at the bottom. And it says, are you sure? You might regret it later. Yes, no. Let me skip the prologue. Because right now I don't have the patience for this. I might have the patience for it with a mouse and keyboard, but I don't have the patience for it with an Xbox controller. I am trying, and I am failing. And the thing is, I know some of that is me, but I also know some of that is this. And I also know some of that is this. That it's not all one cause. The game is to blame, the controller is to blame, and I am to blame. And it's a perfect storm that puts me in a position where it's impossible to recommend this to anybody. And I hate that, because I want to give everything the benefit of the doubt. So I am going to abstain from this game for now. If in the meantime there is a patch that brings in the ability to skip the prologue, or you come along and say, yeah, actually, if you put the Konami code in on the title screen, it skips the prologue. Or, yeah, there's actually a menu you missed that skips the prologue. I'll come back. If there is a very obvious mistake I'm making, and you know the solution to it, I might come back. But if it means having to play all the way here through the prologue again, which is 20 minutes, just to get to this point, and for that new thing to fail, I'd never want to fire this up again. And that's gutting, because whenever a big publisher like you takes a chance on me, and I can't fulfill that opportunity to the best of my ability, I feel really, really bad about it. This has bummed me out because you deserve better than this. You deserve better than this stream. You deserve better than this diatribe at the end. But I just can't bring myself to carry on playing, knowing that every single attempt is going to be a failed attempt. Please add the option to skip the prologue. If you do that, I will come back. And I will give 63 days the chance it deserves. But until then, it is extremely difficult, if not entirely impossible, to recommend this game, at least on Xbox, with a controller. But thank you very much, Keymailer, Destructive Creations, for the opportunity. I appreciate it. I just wish it could have gone better. Until next time, if we live that long. Take care. Bye-bye.